Hello and welcome back to the colony with Man and the Ants. We are playing some more Empires of the Undergrowth today. So last time we finally managed to beat, that's not what I wanted. Last time we finally managed to beat the babysitting level. Finally, took us a couple of attempts, but we got there in the end. Well, it took us more than a couple of attempts, I suppose, didn't it? So I thought today, the one thing we haven't actually done that's available in the current beta is we haven't done the front lines mission 3.2 on challenge mode. Obviously we did 3.1 on challenge mode, which we did on easy. So I thought we'd give 3.2 a go on medium. We'll ramp it up a little bit. Challenge mode on, so we'll have the Phorid flies, and we shall go for the taunt mages, because those are the things we tend to use nowadays. So this could be interesting. And this could be interesting for a couple of reasons. One of those reasons is that I can't remember Frontlines very well. It's been a long time since I played Frontlines, and the last time I did, I played it.
This small leafcutter colony has established a foothold in a clearing near the base of a tree.
With trying to do it on insane mode. I'll get there in the end, don't worry. Last time I did it, I tried to do it on insane mode, and obviously that's a little bit more different to this. We had a very different tactic. Like, for example, the spider was out every night pretty much, and we were trying to get the spider every night.
By morning.
So, yeah.
To make matters worse,
this could be interesting. This could be interesting.
Parasitic Phorid flies are beginning
so we'll do that. We'll dig out our waste store over here.
Incubation chambers for the young of these insidious insects.
Insidious insects. I do like that. I like that a lot. Got a lot of time for that. So we're going out and collecting some leaves straight away. No mess, no fuss. In fact, is it worth? No, I don't really have the numbers to go up. I suppose I do have 7. Let's give it a go, actually. I might try going up there straight away this evening. Just because the evenings, that can be quite difficult to get. And then that leaves us this stuff here to get when it's a bit more suitable. We do have this special plant down here as well. Our emergency plant we can get largely untouched in the evenings. We've already got a spiny cricket out. That's quite unfortunate. That's quite unfortunate. That's a tough thing to get straight away. Okay. So my general plan for this is to... Almost gone. My general plan for this is to just focus on leveling up the medias and the majors that we don't have yet, obviously. But leveling up as soon as possible. That's probably a bit much, but okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can dig this out a little bit over here as well when they get a chance. So yeah, so I think we'll just work on leveling up our medias and majors as soon as we can. Because we need those level 3s to take out the Phorid flies. We've already got some Phorid flies over here, look. Somewhere, can we see them? Oh, there's one, look, there's one. And they're in a nice little area as well, which is a little frustrating, isn't it? So our leaf stores are full, and of course when they are full, they won't go and get any more. So we'll put some more down to try and aid the leaf gathering. So straight away we're going to look at upgrading these. Now this is a bit of an odd tactic for front lines and for leaf cutters in general, because with leaf cutters it's usually about the numbers. The numbers are what really matters, because the more ants you have, the more leaf you can carry. And upgrading ants, I don't believe increases the carrying capacity at all. So it's a different tactic. We probably will build some more workers as well, just to get those numbers up a little bit. And that will also give us additional minims as well, which will help to move stuff around within the nest. So our medias, our majors will be built up there when we get there. Let's dig out the workers nest. Thought I had them the wrong way around there for a second, but no, that is correct. So we will get some at some point soon. Oh, we are being quite unlucky with the animals coming in here. I don't remember being quite this tricky to start with, but okay. Hopefully some of these upgraded
predators
medias are helping. Are they?
The larvae must be
this seems to be going crazy. Does it usually do this the first night on medium? Don't remember that at all. Okay, I think we should actually focus on getting some more of our medias upgraded then to get that additional
workers. They will need to be exterminated.
Additional power. Ooh. So our leaf stores are full. We do have a couple more spaces though that we've dug out, so we'll do some more of those. And the minims are going to come and empty some out as well. Look, here they come. Lovely. Now, I wonder if we could... No, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter where I was going with that. It's irrelevant. So day is coming, which should make it slightly easier for us.
South of the nest, a legion
and we're about to have the first entrance of the army ants. Dun dun dun.
They set up camp late last night and will now conduct daily swarming raids on the
surrounding areas. So now that it's day, let's start getting some more workers down. Let's try and get this full... Oh, that's where they came from inside the nest.
Directly in their path.
Ooh. Didn't realise it was going to open up that. Okay. Well, that's done now, I suppose. So yes, now that it's day, we'll start getting some more workers down to get the numbers up. So we can clear leaf that a little bit faster. That's the plan. That's the plan.
The army ants have arrived.
Here they are, look. Their initial first swarm. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
Ripe for culling.
7
defensive force with the right tools.
Well, that's quite nice though, but it'd be nice if the enemy insects that ants fought counted towards their total up here. Apparently my speech today is absolutely all over the shop. Apologies for that. Let's see if I can untwist my tongue a little bit and actually speak like a normal person for a few seconds. Wouldn't that be delightful? So we've got a jumping spider around. He should hopefully not be too much of a problem when the medias get involved.
Give this area a wide berth until it's time for them.
He's actually doing a fair bit of damage to them. Let's get some more workers down. A couple more, and then we'll start upgrading some more of the medias, I think. And when we've got those up to 2 with the 1 level 3 in the middle, then maybe we'll start thinking about going straight for the majors. Though it's tricky because you need to go quite far over here to get the army ants as well. Leaf stores are full, but what we'll do is we'll upgrade these rather than making some more.
Live prey for the horde.
So these are the scouts they're on about over here.
They will call for
not too worried about those.
A battalion of soldiers can respond in seconds.
That's pretty much done, that one. Oh, there's a little bit more, so we'll send that over there. There we go. And the last worker is down. Perfect. Now, I'm pretty sure level 3 workers don't count towards the Phorid flies, as in they won't fight them off. So we do need the medias and the majors for that. What have we got over here? Ooh, a leaf. Praying mantis. Said the word leaf and immediately freaked out because I knew I was going down the wrong track there. Hopefully these 2 medias will take him out. Yeah, just about. Just about. Again, I would consider that slightly unlucky in terms of animals in the first period of the game. So another 160 to get that first level 3, but then we're going to have to extend this, but maybe we'll look at extending it down instead. There's no reason we couldn't, is there? I won't do that quite yet, because we're going to need to have the walls there to get the upgrades done. So hopefully these workers are making a bit of a difference in the leaf gathering capabilities of the nest. So whilst we're waiting for some stuff to happen, let's start digging this out, which will be our majors. And in fact, let's stop that.
Foraging activities. Space is running out.
So what we're going to want is to make sure we can actually make a full 19 out of it. Otherwise, we're in trouble. We are going to want to try and fight those army ants back before the end of the day as well. That's not what I wanted. Let's do the upgrade. So we'll upgrade that one, then we can upgrade that one. So our ants are pretty tough. The problem... Let's dig out this, let's build some more waste, and then we'll upgrade some of this. Problem is we don't have very many ants. We literally have 7 fighting ants at the moment, which is not very many. Now, hopefully they'll do this without poisoning themselves. Nope, straight away. Straight away. All right then. So So whilst you're down there, get upgrading all of these. We'll see if we can get a few of these up to level 3. Because this bar here is quite full now. We want to get this ticking down quite fast. If we can. Which we definitely can. So yeah, we've got a few level 3s coming in there. The
battle has begun.
That's a jumping spider, looking at the way it's moving around. Yeah, that'll do, perfect. It looks like it's already dead. So that should help that go down a little bit now. So now we're just waiting for this to... for our food to build up, really. That's all we're really waiting for here. And like I say, ideally we want to try attacking the army ants today, but I don't know how well we're going to do with that with only 7 media at the moment. But we're going to get our first major down. So that's a start. And they can carry more... Oh, see, now the day's over already. So we're not going to get anything done this day. We'll have to try and get that done the next day. And just focus on surviving this night then. That's what we're going to have to do. But these areas might get quite contested in the evening, but we do have this up here, which we ignored. There's also this down here, but we do tend to find this becomes a bit of a praying mantis hot zone. There's also this here, but this has got Phorid flies on. So until we get some more level 3s, we're not really going to be able to do much with that. So here, let's think about how we're going to extend this. Gonna be there, isn't it? Like that, I think. I think that's right. So we can look at extending that as well at some point, as well as trying to get some more medias down. Phorid flies have come up here. That's not too bad. That still gives us this area here. Like I say, we are going to want to try and get some of those medias leveled up fairly quick. We may not need them is the thing. If the Phorid flies go in some useful areas, and by useful I mean areas that aren't going to impact us too much, it wouldn't be too much of an issue. The problem is if they suddenly arrive, like, you know, right where we need to go and get some food, that's where we're going to be in trouble. Now the spider doesn't come out this night, the whip spider doesn't come out this night, I'm pretty sure. We'll be safe this evening. It's tomorrow evening where we're going to have problems with that. So, do I want to look at getting more medias down so we can get some more level 3s? No, let's get another major for now. But I might after that.
As dusk sets in, the army and foraging activity begins to settle. The Aceton forces are reconvening to join a giant bivouac formed of their own bodies, where they will wait out.
Does he usually say that? That sounds different.
This is the perfect opportunity to stockpile leaves.
Well, you say that it is the perfect opportunity to stockpile leaves if it wasn't for all of the creatures that are around. So we can upgrade a few more of those. Might have to look at digging out a bit more. May as well do that. I don't think that's going to open that up, but we'll find out, shall we? So we've got a few little creatures arriving, nothing too concerning at the moment. Oh, we did manage to break these out, so we'll send some of these down there. That shouldn't be too much of a problem, to be honest.
There are intruders in the nest.
It opened up the one that I wasn't really expecting as well. What have we got there? Something that's already dead, that's fine. I'm alright with that. I think we're going to need to extend our waste store as well, because this number isn't going down as fast as I would like. And then let's start getting some more medias built. I'm going to do one row, and then we'll do some more upgrades, I think. It won't give us the full set of level 3s, obviously, but it should get us a bunch more level 3s. So the spiny cricket, that's fine. What we could probably start doing now as well is doing this and turning off the attack for the worker groups, so they don't get involved in any of this fighting. It's not too bad down there, apart from the Phorid flies, of course. They're the real downside to that area. Right, so this area is now empty, so we'll start sending people up here. Clearing out this area up here now. And this one down here we'll save for the third night when the whip spider is likely to be here. There are a couple of little bits up there actually we could have got, but don't worry about it too much, I suppose. The moment has passed. What's this big one that's hovering? Oh, it's just one of those, that's fine. And that's a spiny cricket, but he's at the top. We're not worrying about that. Yeah, our waste is looking quite nasty, actually. So let's extend the waste by another row. I did build some... Oh, I didn't do that one. Oh, I did do that one? I'm going to do that one. Yeah, leaf stores are full, so we need to make sure that gets upgraded as well. If anything, we need to do that before we do anything else in terms of the waste. So if that does fill up, they'll obviously stop gathering leaves outside, which is bad for us. And then let's do this, and then we'll level up the waste piles again. That's going to give us a little bit more leaf store space. That's great. So I won't worry about building anything, so we're going to have to do some upgrades over here when they get over here and build these. And ideally, I suppose what you want to do this night is actually get a surplus of food stocked up so that you can then not worry about taking your warrior ants out of commission for the fight in the following day. So you can see we've got so much space in our waste, but it isn't the space that we're doing this for, it's the upgrades to get the processing faster. That's more the reason we're doing this. So that should help. There's another one there. We may as well keep going whilst there are some to do. I think that's going to be the last one, though. So that's another row of those built. So we'll look at upgrading some of those in a moment. We've got lots of leaf in stock. Just need those minims to start ferrying it around a bit. Okay, so we've emptied out a lot of that up there now, so we'll start heading down here instead. And there's all this here, but it's those Phorid flies that are the problem. That's the problem. So we get one of those done. And our food stores are almost full again. Can I upgrade any more of these? Yeah, let's do that. Really want to stop that from filling up if we can help it.
The jungle stirs.
Night is over.
Arthropods running from danger can be heard.
This looks like it's going down, look.
And
yeah.
the birds are circling
ticking down nicely now.
The swarm has returned.
So we'll let them go over here and grab some of this stuff. Hopefully these will just sneak up the inside there into their little hidey holes. Some of them are going to go and have a bit of a go, apparently. Fine. And then once we've gathered a bit of food here and the swarm actually starts appearing, we want to avoid this first row here. But then we will start gathering our troops. Ready. We're apparently going to have to get rid of all these first, are we? Okay. That's slightly frustrating. We have to deal with all this stuff before we do anything else. So we don't want this to go up to the third bar at all. So annoying. Right, okay. Let's head down here. Hopefully en masse. No, there's only a single major. That's not what I'd really call en masse. Where's the rest of them? On their way? Yeah, there's a few more coming. Okay. We'll go jump in with this fight, because that's about to be over anyway. And then we'll head over here. And our second row defense is coming in now, look.
An army and scouting party has spotted the leafcutters. They
Has
must
it?
not be allowed to report
actually
back to
has.
the swarm.
It's a bit of a problem, but we're going to ignore that. Oh, there's a huge... Oh, I actually can't remember. It's Huntsman or Harvestman, and I always get it wrong, and I can't remember which it is now, and everyone's going to be so annoyed with me.
It's
a bit frustrating he's decided to come in.
Leafcutter movements back to the swarm. Enemy reinforcements are inbound.
So yeah, we actually have a problem here, because those scouts have reported back. And they're going to send in some ants to take care of us, are they? And they absolutely destroyed us. So I'm glad I kept some of that food back. Yeah, I thought we'd do a little better than that, to be honest. Thought we'd do a little better than that. We can do some more upgrades. We have plenty of food for that.
Scout. If it escapes, it will call for reinforcements.
So let's head back over here, because they've taken care of that spider,
by the Atta soldiers.
which is great. He's not going to bother us anymore. Our food's still ticking up quite nicely. These are just about keeping on top of the food. It's probably not going to last forever, obviously. But for now, we're getting these nice little rush attacks against them. It's going down. It's not going down as much as I would like, to be honest. We do definitely need more forces here, don't we? Which is a problem. Because we just don't have the numbers. We just don't have the numbers, and a couple of the areas we'd like to go now are forward flied infestations.
It must not be allowed to report back to the swarm.
Let's deal with that. Oh, and that plant's been taken by forward flies. That's horrible. So I think we're going to have to risk some forward flies now, because all the areas we need to go are forward fly infested. So we're going to have to
prevent the enemy scout from returning to the swarm.
We're going to have to, unfortunately. But let's see if we can get some more upgrades here. We can get a couple more level 3s. That might help us out a little bit. And there are immediate upgrades as well. And that gives us a couple more level 3s we can do. Am I going to do this one? Yeah, we've got plenty of food in stock there.
Phorid flies are attempting to lay eggs into the heads.
Yeah, so hopefully these level 3s will take care of them. I saw something saying that the level 3s will like
themselves. Those lumbered with
kill them.
Will need assistance.
So that's the hope here.
A fly has injected one of the workers with an egg. The ants.
Yeah, this is the problem. Now they're going to get super slow, and they will die apparently, but just very slowly. So in the meantime, they're essentially useless. And they've got one of the majors as well, which is horrible. It's even worse for this as well, of course, isn't it? Because we actually need them to go and attack all these army ants for us. Like nowish. I was hoping that this forward fly over here would disappear fairly quickly with the level 3s we would have. And I was going to take the 1s away again, but not all as easy as that, is it? I don't know what they were attacking over there.
The leafcutters have been spotted by a scout. If it escapes, it will call for reinforcements.
No, it's almost night now, so I'm not going to worry about anything. But this is going to be quite tricky for us. This is going to be quite tricky for us. So we've got a good bit of food in stock. It's just not going very fast. So do we need more minims to deal with that? These are a problem. He's got so much health as well. If only there was a way of killing ants. And I don't think there is there? Don't have a kill button. Whereas in the natural world, of course, I think they would actually consider euthanizing some of these infected ants. Or at the very least kicking them out of the nest and not letting them back in. But here in Empires of the Undergrowth, we have to live with the consequences of those. But yeah, I don't know what else I could have done, really. The areas I'd like to go were all Phorid fly infested. So this evening we'll just do what we can. We'll get as much food as we can. Build up our forces as much as we can. We might even have to go down here. Because I think that spider's going to be out. So it's going to be tricky to get anything else. And it's not a lot of food up there. So I think in terms of risking ourselves, I think this one's going to be better for us. If the spider doesn't come out, maybe we'll risk going up there. But it's quite a long way, which is the problem. Right, as we've got a fair bit of food, let's just get some more mages down. We've got another level 3 we could get there. Yeah, that's almost gone. So now do we risk going up there and seeing if the spider does arrive? Or do we just risk the Phorid flies down here? We're going to risk this one. That's what we're going to do. If you could program more complex routes, I wouldn't mind programming a route which went around here and went up here. But we are kind of forced by whatever the game wants to do, and the game wants them.
As daylight fades,
go up here.
The army ferries the last of the day's spoils back to the bivouac for the evening feast. They will return at first.
Oh, I know they will. I know they will. So this is what we're keeping an eye on now, seeing if the spider comes out this evening or the next evening. And I think it's this evening, which is going to cause us some problems. And the speed of our ants is actually going to cause us some problems here, just because they're not going to be going up and down as fast, which not only the food gathering is a problem there. It's the ants getting back and forth to attack things when this sort of thing happens. That's another problem. Interesting. Well, the spider looks like he's staying put this evening, so that's good. That's something. So as he is staying put, let's get this 19 down before we do anything else, and then we'll look at upgrading all of them to level 3, and then we can look at finishing off our majors over here. And if we can get at least that up to level 3, that should give us a relatively good position, I think, in terms of numbers for the army ants tomorrow. But we'll find out. I'm sure a lot of you are very angry out there at how I'm handling this. But you know me, I like to chuck myself in at the deep end and see what happens. There's a lot of creatures around, which we were expecting, but still frustrating. I could still do with this food even, ticking up. Whereas right now it is definitely going down more than anything. We'll keep an eye on that. Because if it's just going to go down, there's not much point in doing this at all, is there? Of course, it's also going down because the minims are taking food out of here as well. It's not just the fact that we're hatching ants because we're dying. Tomato, tomato, I suppose. Right, let's get some more of these upgraded. There's another level 3 we haven't got up there yet. This one's a bit of a problem. But it's just kind of keeping 2 of the ants busy at the moment rather than really getting too involved. So I'm just going to let it go, I think. This guy's doing a pretty cracking job over here of keeping this one busy. Yeah, we've almost stripped this one dry. This is actually working out fairly well, I think. Better than perhaps I anticipated. Mainly because that spider hasn't come out. So we've got some more Phorid flies here. And that's not up there, is it? It totally is up on that plant there that I was totally going to go for next. So what we'll do instead is we'll head over here, I think. When this one is empty, which isn't too far away. Get some more level 3s up, which will help with all this fighting we're doing. This plant's almost... I can't believe they went to that one. Ah. Bloody Phorid flies. Yeah, frustrating little things. Right, so we're going to head over here now. Which is largely the same route. What I should also say, by the way, before it gets too late, is that please do bear in mind that my wife is about to give birth any day now. Obviously, when she does give birth, there will be a break in the videos and a break in the streams. I will let you guys know. I'll probably try and pre-record something to put up when it happens so you know what's going on. But I've got no idea how long that break will be. It'll just be as long as it takes, unfortunately. So just do bear in mind that's going to happen. So if you do stop seeing videos coming up for a week or two, that's why. That's what's happening. And now we return to our regularly scheduled broadcast. So at the moment, we're doing okay here. Everything's largely ignoring us. This guy keeps getting scared off by the numbers, and as soon as I say that, in he comes, charging in. So we're doing it pretty well over here, I would say. When we do these two, that'll give us these two here as well. Obviously, we've got these ones as well, and that one. So we need to upgrade those. That's another, what, 183.60, another 360, another 360. So we need about another 3,000 food to get all of these up to level 3. And if nothing really attacks us too much, we're going to be in a fairly good position here. We still have this emergency supply down here, which won't be too bad. Too bad. If all of these are level 3, we can run down there and smash them out. Numbers are looking good. This is still ticking down. This is about half. That's fine. That's getting quite full again, actually. Do I need to worry about grading some more of these?
Will fight to the death.
They will fight to the death. It's a big one, but he's almost dead, actually, so that's not too bad at all.
Free reign of the harvesting grounds is about to be cut short.
Morning has broken. Oh, don't do that. Yes, morning has broken indeed. So, what do we do here? Let's start pulling them out now, because it's going to take a little while to clear this area. And I just managed to finish that one off. Look, that's perfect. This spiny cricket's causing a few problems for us, which is a bit of a shame, because we lost a little bit of food there. There's also a little praying mantis. You guys are probably going to suffer as well, I'm afraid. We did manage to get out before the army ants arrived, which is nice. Well, a few of them got involved in some little fights, some little scuffles. So what we'll do straight away here is we'll try and get a force gathered as soon as we can and then go straight over for these. I do just want some more to arrive, particularly the mages, just to get some of that taunting going on. Where is everyone? Okay, well, maybe we're not going to get many more, so let's head on over and start. We cannot have that get into the third marker. That cannot happen. Now, I'm hoping with our level 3s now and our slightly increased numbers, we should have a slightly easier time of this. While they're doing that, I will actually go over here and upgrade a few more as soon as we can. We still have lots of food in stock, so our food over here is still going to continue to go up, even if we stopped gathering leaf now. Which, in a way, we kind of have, because we are running a little low on food nearby, aren't we? So we're doing okay. Numbers are pretty good. This is going down fairly rapidly. And as these come in from the back, that's going to go down a little bit quicker again. What's happening over here? Our scouts, I think.
The leafcutters have been spotted by a troop of army ant scouts. If any escape, they will call for reinforcements.
That harvestman's a bit of a problem. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't really mind if the reinforcements arrive, because it'll actually just be more that we can kill.
Army
he
and scouts
says
have reported recent leaf
that's going to rely on us actually getting over there, isn't it?
Reinforcements are inbound.
Is that mine? That is mine. Yeah, so they're going to be caught largely there by all of those coming out.
The leaf cutters are causing problems for the
army ants did take care of the... I'm going to carry on saying harvestmen and hope that it's right. So I'm sure let me know in the comments if it's wrong. We have pushed them right back. Look, that's gone very well for us. Very well indeed. So these guys are largely finished again. What I might actually do is just risk them going down here. They are going to get attacked by the Phorid flies. It's going to cause them no end of trouble, because they're not going to have the level 3s in there to take care of them. So we are going to lose them, but it is only going to be workers. So it's not going to be the end of the world. We'll just see how that goes, I think. And I think straight away we'll start heading over here. And look at harassing their lines over here.
The heads of ants on the foraging trail. Those travelling towards the leaves can defend themselves. Those lumbered with cargo will need assistance.
Yeah, they're just a bit stuffed, I'm afraid.
Injected one of the workers with an egg.
And we need to put a movement tile down there.
Consumed by the developing lava.
So there's a few more arrived, and there's a couple more on the way. Let's just go for it. And as they're doing that, we'll run over here and we'll upgrade these, which will give us access to upgrade the rest of them. We're going to have enough food to do them all. Just about. So we now have 19 level 3 medias. We should hopefully make relatively short work of the army ants. That'll be ideal. Just keeping an eye on our food here, because that's basically showing us how much damage we're taking and how many we're losing. We should have full numbers over here. There's not many coming over. There's only like 3 maybe there. These guys are going to be getting absolutely slaughtered, but in fact, yeah, I think everyone that's coming over is infected. So that's not going maybe exactly as I would have liked it. So we're just going to stop leaf coming in, which is going to cause problems here. Yeah, everyone has got infected, so you really cannot do that. That is a harsh life lesson for us. You cannot do that. We will unfortunately just have to wait for those to die. There aren't many other options we have there. And we're doing very well over here. One of the main problems we actually have is that there aren't enough army ants to kill. We might have to, yeah, if we run up here. Oh, the day's over and I don't think the bar goes down, does it, during the evening? Oh, it does. It does. Well, let's take care of these then. Every little helps. I'm just going to send these back into the nest for the moment. I just don't think they're going to be doing very much. So we got very close. I think the next morning we will definitely be able to do some damage here. So this evening we will go down here and we will just get this plant with everyone en masse. Beyond that, I'm not really too bothered about doing much else, to be honest. Put that marker there, bring them over there. A lot of them are dying, which is good for us. But what I could very quickly do, what I should have done to start with, is run over there in this dusk period. Just grab a bunch of that leaf. We are going to run into this whip spider if we take too long. So I don't want to do too much. Just want to do one quick run, grab what we can, and then never come back. Because our leaf store, look, is entirely empty now, which is bad for us.
The ants must defend themselves.
They'll defend themselves, that's fine. So we can grab a little bit here, get back before the spider comes out, and then come down here during the evening. We won't be able to run foraging all evening. That will run out relatively quickly. And the spider's going to block us from doing anything else. But that's not that much of a problem, to be honest. Where is the shadow? The shadow has largely gone completely. There's a little bit of sunlight left. It's pretty much gone. So I'm going to start pulling everyone back. If the spider doesn't come, of course, then we'll head back over there. But this has got us up a little bit of food. Look, we are got some food in store again. Here comes the spider. And we timed that pretty much perfectly.
And a relative tranquility
pretty much perfectly.
The rainforest floor.
That was nice. And I believe in medium, he won't come storming towards the nest without any good reason. So let's send everyone down there. Let's gather everything from this. We'll get a little bit more of a food boost. And then in the morning, we'll just attack the army ants, and I think we're pretty much going to smash out the park, to be honest.
Attempting to lay eggs into the heads of ants.
This should be a lot easier with 19 level 3 meteors.
Can defend themselves.
I would hope
lumbered with cargo will
they would absolutely smash the Phorid flies.
A fly has injected one of the workers with an egg.
Straight away they got a major, it was as well, wasn't it? Maybe we should have just left the meteors just hanging around there as level 3s and they could have just defended everyone. Maybe we'll do that. Don't gather any food. I mean, the reason I wouldn't do it normally is because of a time factor, but we've got a fair bit of time to kill, essentially, don't we? So, it's not that big of an issue. And I've got a cup of tea I've had sat here the whole time. That's starting to go cold. I say starting to. That's cold. That's a cold cup of tea. Lovely. Just what everyone loves. Phorid flies are starting to infect the rest of the map over here. So we've got some over in this very far end over here where there's some more beautiful plants. On this, do they only go on the large plants? No, they don't, because they're on those little ones there as well. But I wonder if they're like predisposed in terms of the AI to go after the larger plants, just to annoy you that bit more. So that's all done now. So what I might do then is, may as well just do the same thing up here, yeah? So let's send the level 3s up there first. Give them a bit of a head start, I'm thinking, just to stop everyone getting attacked by Phorid flies. We may as well get some more food, and then we can get some more major, because the food leaf store is almost out. And then we'll start sending everyone else. So if we can get some majors upgraded as well. I don't think the level 3's as important now. But we'll still focus on that as a tactic. For a second I was thinking about whether we should just get some more majors. But no, we'll stick, because I think tactically, particularly if you do the Phorid flies on hard, that's what you're going to want to do. So we'll just leave these two here, gathering for us. And the Phorid flies are already gone, look. So in fact, what we can do here then is add these back into the gather group and just really smash through all this. In fact, what I'll do is I'll leave them there and we'll just split our forces a little bit and send them all over the place. Loads of food. 900 food we had. See, we've got no leaf in stock pretty much. We don't want to go too crazy with that because we're not going to be able to replenish that particularly easily. So if we suddenly lose a lot of ants when we start fighting the army ants, you know, we don't want to have to worry about the fact we don't have any food and run out of ants to even do anything with. Seems to be doing okay. But we got anything else? Well, there's a bunch of food down there that just got left. That must have been where workers died carrying it after being poisoned by the Phorid flies. So I'm going to grab that just because that's some easy money. Easy money. We'll send them back up there again. The 3s are done there. Where have we got? Got a little bit over there. 1s are over there. 2s are over there. Yeah, we're going to run out of food again fairly fast, but what can you do? We're up to 300 leaf in our leaf store, which is actually more than I thought we'd end up with. There's a tiny little bit over here, but it's really not worth it. Really not worth it. Down here, there's 22. I think you're going to probably lose more ants, and if you don't, it's still really not worth it. There's a little tiny bit down there we can run and get. Might do that. Yeah, the 3s again are really the ones which are stripping everything immediately. Which I guess you'd expect with 19 level 3 medias. Obviously the majors can carry a lot of stuff, but there's only 7 of them, so it takes them a little bit of time to get anything done. We have this over here as well, don't we? Are one of these almost done? Not quite really, actually, because the majors have got that one there to go as well. Did you just strip of 1 food from that? I think he did. So the 3s are done again, so we'll send them over there now. Up to 1,000 food in our food store, so let's look at upgrading some more of these. Maybe do that? Might as well, I think. So we've still got another 100 food in there. Right, so now let's just stick these back in there. Let's bring these back to this group. Let's turn off their food gathering. Because I'm guessing that 40 food there has been stripped bare. It has indeed. And we will start thinking about heading over here. Most of the nighttime creatures have gone, so let's just head straight over here. Now, normally it's best practice to avoid the initial run of army ants that come in, but if we were there in time, I would still have gone for it, because I think we would have smashed it, and that would probably have helped us really push that all the way back. We're not going to quite get there, unfortunately, but that's fine. So our troops are just starting to arrive. The first 2 majors are here. Major's normally slower than everything else. I don't know quite how they managed that. But good job, boys. Girls, sorry, girls. Right, so the army ant numbers are starting to come. We really don't want them, again, to go over this number here. They don't over that first bar, because that's just going to cause us a headache and could well stop us being able to do that this day. So we're going to run in here. Remember, we've got no food being gathered at all, so this 1,000 food is all we're going to have. We'd have to lose a lot of ants to use up 1,000 food, but it is entirely possible that would happen. So our leaf store is now completely empty. Let's get down here. Let's just run down there. Might as well meet them head on. And they might have to run up there to take care of these little sort of soldier groups they have going on. Oh, don't do that. Come down from up there. So it's ticking down, it's ticking down, it's ticking down. We just need the numbers. It's still going down. We're still getting enough to keep the bar going down, which is the main thing. Going down, going down. There's still some more coming up. Oh, they're eating the mantis. I wondered what they're doing over there. The mantis is gone. There's some coming in from behind. The bar is basically gone, and we've done it. Whew, look at that.
Against impossible odds, the soldiers of the Atta stronghold met the tyrannical intruders with ferocious defiance.
The tyrannical intruders. Still a lot of tyrannical intruders running around, actually, isn't there?
Tremendous losses. The army ant swarm has finally elected to move on. For the leafcutters, the ultimate trial is over.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I will have the extra royal jelly, please, and thank you. And we'll just hit play more for now, shall we? Obviously, we're not really going to do much else, but we'll just have a little look. What I'm actually thinking is I need to take a screenshot. So that's what we're going to do. So there we go. We absolutely smashed that. I was a little bit worried to start with. We were really going to struggle to, well, 1, remember how we actually do the level, and 2, pull it off with any sort of aplomb. But yeah, we did okay there. I was quite happy with that.
By a troop of army ant scouts. If any escape.
So getting the forward flies in a screenshot is basically impossible, isn't it? So we'll just do something like this. Oh, that's quite nice. That's quite nice. A single little army ant being hunted by all of that. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah, so there you go. That is the end of this video, pretty much. Don't know what we're going to do next time, to be honest. I mean, there's the hard modes, and then there's medium and hard we haven't done in 3.1. Might as well skip 3.1 in New Home, but... New Home? Harvest? Harvest. That's what it's called. New Home is the very first one, isn't it? Yeah, not New Home. We still haven't done Insane with the with this level either, but as we know, that is meant to be very, very difficult. Well, there is hard with the forward flies on. I do think my tactic there was pretty sound for the Phorid flies. Getting a group of level 9, level 3 meteors,
the heads of Antz
just really, like when we went up there, it just destroyed the Phorid flies in seconds. And seeing that versus the level 1 workers down here, you could really see the difference it makes having that there.
Internal organs will be
let's have you gathering food whilst you're there.
By the developing lava.
So yeah, interesting. You really do need that group of level 3. I suppose what you could do is make a group of 7 and then surround that 7 with speed tiles. Like even if you have to do 2 rows of speed tiles around it, upgrade the speed tiles so you can just get 7 level 3 meteors. That might be a good starting point. Then having a separate group of meteors just for the gathering and the such, like maybe. Anyway, let me know what you want to see next time, really. Do you want to see the hard mode challenges? Do you want to see a proper free play attempt? Because we've had a couple of little look-sees, but we haven't really done anything proper and concrete, which we sat down and done for a number of videos. So maybe that's when you see what. Maybe that's. Oh dear. Promise you I'll get that tongue untied, and look at that, it's just slipped itself right back into a knot. Let me know in the comments what it is you want to see. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, do click the like button, that's hugely appreciated. Subscribe, comment, all those good things. As I said, just do bear in mind that my wife is about to give birth any day now, so there will be a very abrupt break in the video schedule at some point, but that'll be why. I will let you know. Like I say, I'll try and put a video up to just let you know, and I will put it onto the Discord and the Facebook and all those places as well, so you know what's going on. So hopefully I will see you next time on Empires of the Undergrowth, or I do stream on Wednesdays, but again, you know, might not be streaming this Wednesday, but if I am, it'll be Wednesday at 6 PM, continuing on with Minecraft, so come along and say hello there. And as always, thank you very, very much for joining me.